I don't want to touch it. Yeah, it's cool. Nice. After tax, $240. We're paid. Designed and released 110 years ago, 1915. Good old eBay purchase from a bubble mailer. Oh, they put a box. That's not a box. That's rolled up cardboard. They put rolled up cardboard inside of a bubble mailer. Oh, they plastic wrapped it too. Here we go. This is the 1809C version. Down leaping bass box. Oh, because there's a bass leaping down. It's a genuine Dowagiac Crab Wiggler. Yes, we will be fishing with this. The most painful one yet to fish. Bob Saget, why do you have to do that? Person who shipped me this. That's not even paper towels, that's tissues. Tissues. I don't want to touch it. Dang it. Ugh. Oh, the hooks. Oh. Covered the hooks in it. You didn't need to do that. It's got hook protectors on it. There's like a booger in this one. Ugh. It feels heavy. First thing I noticed immediately was a big paint chip on the front, but that shows that this is actually made out of wood, and it looks like a red cedar. Good choice. Second thing I noticed is there's that little, the heck is that? Little metal point. Third thing I notice, I've never seen a lip like that. It's got 3 anchor points. It's not inside of a slot. It's just screwed on, 2 at the top, 1 centered on the bottom. That's kind of cool. Weird line tie. Triple choice of spots to attach your line for different actions. That was a chair, I didn't fart. Very, very, very strange. That is a very strange way to attach a hook to a lure. Tiny flathead screw goes over a rivet and inside there, and I have no clue. Does that move? Look at, I'm trying to like break this lure to see if that moves. And what is going on inside of there? How's that attached? Is that like tack welded to the rivet on that side and then just screwed in right there? Is that all one piece? And they like slipped the hook up under there and then screwed it in to the hole? I don't get it. But this version has real glass eyes. I know that's a thing with these old lures, but I don't think it looks all that. Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. It's like different colored glass with clear glass that goes over the whole thing. Pupil. It's like all glass. That's why they're cool. Very 3D, they pop. Cool, cool, cool. Just some strange ancient hardware on this thing. Ooh, the lip is wiggly. It wiggles a little bit. It's not super secure. It has a bulge. I'm assuming that's where lead was put at some point. And it says that I should duplicate the noise of surface feeding bass or pike, cast it, pause, jerk the rod sharply for a loud chug, and repeat. Dives, wiggles, floats, dives, wiggles. Anyway, this was intended to mimic a crawfish, crawdad, crawdaddy, little pincher dude swimming through the waters, just because of that paint scheme. It just lines that if you squint really hard and possess the type of brain that can overlay an image on top of another, and you put a crawdad on top of that right there, kind of looks like a crawdad, doesn't it? That was the intention of this bait. Let's check how good these 110-year-old hooks are doing. I think this one was from 1920. It's been identified as being that year. At least that's what it says on the tag that was selling it. 1920, so 105-year-old lure. That would still make it the oldest thing I've ever fished with. These are extremely hard to get off. They didn't use the nice supple silicone tubes. That's what I put on my baits. Okay, I think with this one, I'm going to fish with it. That's already been decided. So, knowing that that's gonna ruin the paint more, I have potential to snag this bait and lose it completely after spending $240 on it. There's my Nipix nippers right here. Say goodbye to original 105-year-old hooks. That was like the weight of my fingers. I barely snipped at that. I only snipped at one side and both broke too, so that's pretty crazy. Let's see if the other hook's that weak. Weak hooks, man. Okay, what are we putting on here? Well, some random saltwater hooks that I had. I thought they looked closest to the original, but brand new at the same time. That'll work. Let's go check out the action. We'll go destroy some bass. It's gonna wiggle. Action prediction. And starting out, we have the line tie coming straight off the nose. Yeah. I don't know, fellas. It wiggles. It's very unstable. I mean, it's not too bad. It has a bit of a hunting action. That's what you would call that. But the wiggle's pretty weak. That's like Action City on a cloudy day, okay? Let's give the other line tie connections a shot. The middle. It's like almost exactly the same. That makes it hunt a little bit more though. A little bit more erratic action, and I'm assuming the top's gonna be the most erratic action. OMG, it's so erratic. If you go nice and slow with the top line tie, it's pretty good. You actually get the most wiggle that way. If you go slow, that might be the best way to fish with this bait. I forgot that this is an antique, trying to rip lines off of it and stuff. I think the erratic action is what they were going for. Tying 105 years onto the old bait caster. I guess compared to this bait, the young bait caster. Just bring the bait and my pliers. Whoa, instant hit. Hope you guys saw that. Instant hit with no hookup. Fish on. It's official. Just like that. Dinky pond bass, like 105-year-old lures. First cast official. Be free. Dinky winky pond bass. I have a feeling a lot of fish are about to be caught. I'll try to just get the big ones for you fellas, but no guarantees. Oh, yep. Whoa. Okay. Things just got extremely official. I don't have a tape measure. Dude, that's a large crappie. It's official. Really big crappie, like 105-year-old lures. Wowzers, trousers. I got him to do the crappie tango, the crappie jig. That crappie broke it down for us. That was pretty sweet. Okay, that was 3 casts, 2 fish. That might be my PB crappie for the year. That was a very big crappie. Went after a 4-inch Dowagiac Crab Wiggler. 105 years old. What in the, wow. Didn't reel it. This is a very official bait. I don't know, a bit of a decent bass. That is definitely blurring the line between dink and non-dink. Be free. The water's so clear. I can see way down there. So if you go really slow, it just wiggles. Wow, that's a big bass. I was trying to show you guys, if you go really slow, that's got a great surface wiggle, subsurface. It's like 4 inches down, just dancing. I think that's the technique. This corner is always juicy. There's some juice. A little bigger yet. We're getting up in size with each fish. I feel like when you move this thing slow, it doesn't just get the reaction. Ow. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh. I think I hooked my leg barb deep. I'm gonna have to get that out. I was saying, when you reel it slow, I feel like it doesn't just get the reaction strikes. Oh, I'm gonna have to poke that back through my skin. Ouch. Okay, got it through. Let's clip it under the barb. I can't see anything. Every time I pinch down to try to cut the barb off, it hurts so bad. I feel like I'm pinching my skin, but I don't think I am. Okay. Ouch. Ow. That is a long travel through my leg there. From there to there. And I gotta go find another hook. All right, thank goodness I had one. It kind of fits. Look at the bass teeth marks. They're scratching this paint up pretty good, but I'm gonna keep fishing. Oh, I should probably bring a net after that happened. If I had my net, I would have just put the fish in it and then dealt with it instead of my leg dealing with that. Lesson learned. Insta bite. That one hit strange. It looked like a giant crappie because it like dolphined out. Oh man, so many fish. There's one. Okay. Hooks come out of fish's mouths so much easier than human skin. That's official. Massive carps. That guy was way out there. All right, I don't need another hook in me. They're so feisty today. I think because the water's colder. It's really hot outside. They got some power in them today. Be free. Oh my goodness, what a hit. I bet that was a giant bluegill. Dang old dink. Bass after bass after bass. There's one. I knew one would be off the rocks right there. I was just hoping for the 10-pounder, you know? There's a hawk. Where would a big bass be? Popped off into the net. Some crazy fishing today. I'm kind of just catching one and moving to the next spot. Man, every single cast, I have a really good fish catching ratio right now. Be free. Lure's holding up. The paint's getting a little ruined. I think it'll be fine by the end of all this. Man, I'm having some close calls today. That just flew right by my head. Man, oh man. There we go. Oh, that was a bit better of a bass. I was doing that slow little wobble. Dang it. Wish I got that one. Oh, that bird was okay. I was like, what's the matter? Man. When the fishing's like this, you just kind of remember how it usually is. You just wish it was this way all the time. Good old springtime bite. I need to make something quick. I don't know how I'm gonna upgrade from this, but I'll try. We'll go to a different spot. Maybe go to the Mississippi. Oh, the bluegill are just so big in this pond. They're bedding right here. Let's see if they'll attack a crawdaddy. Oh, the bass did first. Didn't have the chance. Took my opportunity. Decent. Oh, 105-year-old bait, quite official. That is such a big bluegill right there. That's a dent in the forehead. Big old pounder. Want a crawdad? This is a family reunion right here. Yeah, let's go over to the shallow pond, see if we can get some topwater action. It's a lot of big rocks right there. Okay, this is a good spot for topwater. We got some cover. Got one. All right, they're out in the middle more. Little bass from a little pond. It's official. I'm seeing so many swirls and whirls right in the middle here. I think they're active. But are the 10-pounders active? Let's see. There we go. What is this? Decent bass. Come on. Be free. That was topwater. I enjoyed the hit. That was lovely. Be free. Oh, that was a good hit. This is pretty fun. It's a lot of fish. There we go. They like that slow dump, 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 dump action. They love it. Got poked in the gills. Might turn into turtle food. Wow. That is just crazy how much they're biting today. Come on. Most of them get hooked just like that. Both sides of the mouth. T-boning the heck out of this thing. Just got abducted. Ow, he slapped me. Be free. They're being powerful today. Woo. Oh, there he goes. Farewell. You found your way back. Up. Be free. Well, I'm confident every fish in this pond has caught a glimpse of this. Let's head back and see if we can live up to that. Kind of doubt it. One day. Lure review plus 1 day. Super twofer. I'm gonna try to do this super special thing that I've never done before, where after I do some stuff, move it on the lathe from the center point to that point, and then do some bumpy crustacean back details. This side will be the head, this will be the back. Okay. I never put my shoes on for some reason when I'm doing the lathe. I don't have a template. It's going good though.
I'm going to want my dentist done.
Good luck.
Yeah, I haven't seen you use that in years.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Called the lathe. Well, have fun at the dentist.
Dad, there's a spider web on my shoe.
Oh, can you just get it off?
No, I'm just out of spider web. Whoa.
That left a really big dent. I'm not gonna clamp it in as tight on that smaller hole. It's just gonna kind of barely be hanging on because I just need to put details in the body. Okay. Pardon my weird noises. Unstable. Perfect. That didn't cut it. No. Okay, so then I tried this. I lathed out a different shape. Just a bit beefier, especially where I'm putting these details. Tapered down the head. Nice little chamfer to the ends too. So I'm gonna put the bump details just in this area right here. Kind of understand how light I need to go now as well. Way better than before. I'm gonna hand sand that for like probably 20 minutes. But it's 9:13. Plenty of time for a 1 day. My throat's a little still can't hit those acapella ranges. I'll just go bass. 1 day. Okay, cutting off the ends the responsible way. Thawed up, drew out, and we're about to cut out this shape right here in titanium. Choosing titanium because I think I will have a better chance of it floating. It's gonna be similar to the last video's bait, and because it's titanium, there'll be some other things I can do with it. Everybody's favorite material to cut out on a bandsaw. How did that happen? Wow, even that tiny little wire of titanium is strong. So strong. That went pretty well. That blade's probably destroyed, but the cutting went smooth. Time to sand. Hole locations that I need to drill. I'm gonna drill it while the thing is flat, and I'm gonna clamp it to something while it gets drilled. Turning over a new leaf in life, fellas. I've decided not to lose a finger. I'm just gonna clamp it to my workbench. It's not going anywhere. This drill bit seems so wobbly. There we go. Just gotta go slow. The digits feel so much safer. The back one needs to be bigger because a split ring is gonna go in there. So it's the same principle as last video, except I'm gonna have 2 connection points to the body right here and here, and not use the rear treble hook anchor point. Gotta start getting this thing cupped slowly. Titanium is not easy to bend. Tougher than mild steel, just an unhardened chunk of steel, but still bendable. It's not a ton, but I think I have enough cuppage. Sits in there nicely. Titanium can sound so crunchy, like it's cracking, but it's not cracking. I didn't crack it. What a sleek little base plate right there. They didn't have this in 1915. That's a good start. Let's get that body looking spiffy. UV resin in a cup. It's a cloudy day today. Can't use the sun. The sun has a full spectrum of UV light and it always works the best, cures the fastest. I'd say works the best too, like you get a better cure, at least with my UV resin you do. That's okay though, those are looking smooth. Good stuff. Never mind, the sun just came out for a little bit. Nice. I'm looking through my drawers. Before we start painting, let's heat up the titanium, give it some color, and then we'll have that to go off of to make a paint scheme from. I think I need to go really slow, kind of allow for it to change colors slowly. Then I can pick what I like. See, it just turned yellow. I don't want yellow. I want the teals and the purples. Ooh, it happened on the lip. Okay. If you go slow, that works way better. That looks pretty intense. That's a lot of color. So now we can start with white. White. The brightest color on this piece of titanium is that sky blue. Storm Wolf is what we're gonna use. Over the whole thing. Violet Volt. I think it's gonna mix with that blue that we just put on. That found its way down the sides a little bit. That looks great. Now over the top, but the other direction. A really good color. Metallic Midnight Blue. Very dark, a little bit of blue. As you can see, the match is happening, but what we're missing, you see that copper flash once in a while? Right there. I don't have any of that on it yet, so that's gonna happen. And then maybe a couple more things. Okay, we got the crackle mesh on. I'm gonna stay a little low with it along the bottom here, fade it up towards the top. Is it amazing? Amazing. Very nice. Still kind of craw patterny. There's purples, coppers, blues. I'm gonna do something right there. Maybe something on the bottom, probably not. Bottom's getting covered up anyway. Oh, I gotta put some eyes on this, and the eyes are weird. Okay, a couple of wires that I glued in on what's the head on this craw. Put some glue on the wire. Then a big red bead. Those will be the eyes, and they're gonna get encased in UV resin for the clear coat, so they'll really be on there. It's like the Mickey Mouse craw. So good. It's nice and bright too. I wanted to leave it like a lot of white, but have all those colors I wanted. Since I'm going to the river, white's a good color. Holy smokes, the great bumblebeanos buzzing around my bait. Get out of there. I hate bumblebees. I was stung in the head when I was little. I still have an irrational fear of bumblebees. Well, we gotta tie the line tie up to the base plate. My second attempt at doing that, bending and feeding that wire up through that hole, that went a little bit smoother than last time. A build always comes to a point where I'm just manhandling something into place and it's not being shown on camera. It always gets to this point. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Nice and looped around. Need to do a bit of a test fit before I glue any of these screw eyes. So excited to see if this floats or not. Really hope that it does. I think I still got you. Alright, I found this nice little feather treble that kind of matches with the copper tones. It's just like black, copper, and kind of white. To mimic something out there, like craw pinchers, you know? Something. Listen to that clack. It's already wanting to clack. I hope it works. This is the second one of these I've ever made. I had to make another for this video because last videos worked so well. I think I'm going to the Mississippi today. Let's do it. Oh, it floats. It floats. Oh, it does the thing. Okay. Okay, it comes in pretty straight. You can definitely hear the dink. Let me get my phone so you guys can see close up. I think what's causing the very, very slight wiggle instead of a big one is the small lip. I should have went bigger with the lip. It still clacks like crazy though. It's gonna catch fish. I suppose that is something to keep in mind. When it comes to having a big metal base plate on a lure, big lips are preferred. Keep that in mind, fellas.
Okay, sun's out, so my massive guns need to be out. A 60-pound fluorocarbon leader. Oh gosh, you gotta pull that so hard. There we go. Cinch that knot down. Did I cut my finger open? Almost. No gloves, 60-pound fluorocarbon leader pole is dangerous to the skin. I don't know what kind of knot that is if you're wondering. I get asked that a lot. I don't know. Who cares about knots when you're fishing? I'm just bringing a pole and some pliers and that's it. Oh, and my net. We're gonna stay mobile. How far and accurate you can cast and how mobile you are is like 75% of fishing. A lot of shmoo in here, Bob Saget. We'll just have to embrace the shmoo. I'm glad this bait makes noise. Let's take some pictures of it before I snag it and it's gone forever.
Some wonderful fish were caught. Fantastic fish. Couple big bass and a pike. Topwater pike. The hit was incredible. It serpentined around and out of the water and fought real good. The bass were big and beefy. Mississippi River bass, you know. Post spawn, looking for food. Went after my clacky craw. Wonderful. Quite unfortunate my GoPro decided to fail me that day. I went home and spent the rest of the night trying to recover the files, but when your GoPro doesn't even put the file on your SD card, you can't recover the file. Just nothing was there. It's a relatively new SD card too. It wasn't the SD card's failure. 500 buckaroos were spent on what ChatGPT has decided is the most consistently performing action camera. This is a very, very, very official bait right here. It's awesome that it's 105 years old. It impaled my leg. It caught so many bass. If I fished with this at the Mississippi, I probably would have caught just as many fish, if not more. Super official. Glad to have it. I'm gonna put it back in the box. Yes, I chipped some paint off and it got scratched to oblivion. Still works, it's fine. It's fine. I only slightly reduced the value of an antique here. No big deal. I guess I cut the hooks off too. This also, super official. I could tell. In that super chocolate milk filled with garbage water, they could zero in on this. Because I was casting way out in the channel and they would hear it. And while this thing's clacking in the middle of nowhere, it would get attacked. That titanium's just so dingy. I love this bait. I'm gonna hang it up. What a review conclusion. I love this bait. Hit the like button so my leg can heal. I don't think it's infected. I think we're good. Hopefully that new camera comes in quick because I need to continue my bait ligation stuff. Maybe we should do it base. On to the next bait. It just sounds creepy. I apologize for that. On to the next bait. I don't want to touch it.
We'll just have to embrace the shmoo.
Yeah, it's cool. Nice.